teacher Flavia, and I am pleased to be back here once again on Hitz FM 92.1 and 91.1 down in the South. I want to say a very pleasant good evening to those in the South. Thank you for joining us on 91.1. We are also streamed live on UTV television, UTV channel 124, and also on our live Facebook feed of Hitz FM and UTV 124. Again, thank you so much for joining me here again on our 5th episode of Speak On It. We are indeed happy to be back here to provide you with the information that is so needed for the people of St. Lucia with reference to the project, the works that is being done by the government of St. Lucia. As usual, we have a lot of information to share with you during the course of this evening's program. And just to reiterate, the intention of the show is to disseminate the information, discuss the issues, and present the achievements happening in St. Lucia. And I'll be hearing from you, and you will be receiving the opportunity to give us a call here at 489-4781. 489-4781. Again, thank you so much for being here with me. We're just going to go ahead and shout out the regular listeners of the show. Because of you, we are #1 watched TV show on UTV, and we want to thank you so much for always keeping locked to the program on Mondays 6 to 7. And we are indeed grateful for those on Radio Land as well, keeping locked to the program and hearing all the information that one requires to make an assumption as to what the government is doing. Okay, I want to shout out to the regular listeners out in the diaspora. Mulette Susie Felix of Olio, she resides in the UK. I want to say a good evening to you. Last evening, Monday, I received the message that I did not send out a shout out to you. So I want to go ahead and firstly say good evening to Miss Felix in the UK, also to Dawn Marie McDonald in the USA, New York to be specific. She is one of our main listeners from the very start. She has been with us, and I want to thank you for continuing to be being with us, and we're looking forward to welcome you here in St. Lucia, Miss McDonald. A special birthday shout out to our Director of Implementation in the Office of the Prime Minister, Mrs. Nancy Charles. Happy birthday to you, Nancy. I hope that you had an enjoyable day and keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on pressing on. We love you, and we continue to celebrate you. Again, thank you for those on the live stream. Please share so that we can go ahead and provide the information for the people of St. Lucia. Now, we will commence tonight's program by listing, as usual, a number of projects in the different constituencies being done by the Pal Rep. And tonight's focus will be on the constituency of Soufrière Fort Saint-Jacques. Tonight's focus will be on the constituency of Soufrière Fort Saint-Jacques. And we have seen that the Pal Rep, Honorable Herod Stanislas, have done an extremely great job in representing this constituency. Soufrière have never received that type of representation by no one else but by Herod Stanislas, and we want to continue celebrating the achievements that he has done for the people of Soufrière. He has turned Soufrière into a beautiful town. The people down there love the work that Herod is doing, accompanied with the SSDF and SRDF rather, and we want to continue providing you with the work being done by the Honorable Pal Rep, who's also the Minister in charge of Planning, Honorable Harold Stanislas. And over the weekend, I came across a video by his opponent, Miss Emma Hippolyte, who was the former PAL rep for Grosley, but now is running the seat for the for Soufrière on the St. Lucia Labour Party. And I was baffled by the things that Ms. Hippolyte mentioned, and it reiterates most of what Dr. Kenny Anthony said. He made mention that they were not able to receive loans during their tenure, and a lot of things could not be done. And I wonder, if you were not able to receive loan at that time and the United Workers' Party is able to receive loan, why would you want a change in government? Why would you want to go ahead and represent the people of Soufrière and then give them an excuse that you were not able to do what you were not able to do? So right now we're going to take a listen to a video, and I know that the Labour Party supporters are they don't want to hear that video, but it is the truth of of what was going on during their tenure. Calix George Jr., he made mention that it is a video that is that we go around with Cambridge Analytica, and most times when people accuse you of doing things, is they are the ones doing it themselves. And I've been accused of doing a lot of things in the short 33 years that I've been alive on earth. And when I look at the people who accuse me of doing these things, they're actually projecting their own lifestyle on me. I've been accused of many things, but I always say that I'm the only one to write my story, and no one else can write my story for me. You understand? So we're going to go ahead and listen to that short clip by the former Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Dr. Anthony, as to the state of the economy under his tenure. And the next clip will provide you with Emma reiterating what Dr. Anthony said. So let's go ahead and listen to that short clip.
Have in fact been borrowing to keep this economy going. But something happened. Something happened that made the situation different. And it is the first time St. Lucia has experienced this. This time around, we could not borrow to finance the deficit. That is the crux of the
already taking loans to pay wages, and we know that this was not sustainable. And Dr. Anthony tried to take steps to bring the country into a better fiscal position, and consequently the type of monies that we needed to deal with the infrastructure, because we didn't go through many loans. We were taking basic loans but not to do some of the work. If you know Grosley, the entire road network in Grosley required attention, and we did not have the money to do it. Every cabinet meeting was, how do you juggle to keep alive, to survive and keep the country. Because we didn't go through many loans, we were taking basic loans but not to do some of the work. If you know Grosley,
Okay, so we've gone ahead and saw the clip by Dr. Kenny Anthony, where he made mention that they were not able to receive loans during their tenure, and Miss Emma Hippolyte going ahead and confirming what Dr. Anthony said, and even making mention that the roads in Grosley was left in a dilapidated conditions, and that is a fact. And it is from the mouth of the horse. It is not. I am not the one who stated it, and you could see that things were not rosy on the St. Lucia Labour Party during their tenure. The United Workers' Party came into power. We came in with an unemployment rate of 25% left by the St. Lucia Labour Party. Before COVID, we were able to bring that down to 20%. Youth unemployment was almost at a rate of 50%. 50%. The youth that they claim to care about had an unemployment rate of 50%. The Alan Shastney administration was able to bring that unemployment rate down for the youth at 31%. So you could see that a lot of things were inherited under the St. Lucia Labour Party, and we have turned St. Lucia around, and that is a fact. We received this country under a negative growth, and we were able to exceed, even in a time of COVID. Right now, in a pandemic, we are able to open new businesses in St. Lucia. We are able to provide St. Lucians with employment, and it's going to be hard and difficult to get things back to where it was before COVID. But we continue to work and continue to put policies in place for the people of St. Lucia. Because on the 6th of June 2016, those people placed confidence in the United Workers' Party to take St. Lucia from the economic doldrum that we were in and bring us to where that we are right now. Okay? We have growth. We have recorded growth for the last 4 years. We have lowered the unemployment rate. We have lowered VAT from 15% to 12%. And I know they always say that it was supposed to be removed, but everything does not happen in a day. It takes time. And the United Workers' Party administration, we continue to press on. We continue to provide to the people the relief that is needed. And as I stated earlier on today, we are going to be focusing on the constituency of Soufrière and provide you with achievements so far by the Honorable Pal Rep Harold Stanislas, who's been doing a great job in that constituency. That cannot be denied. Harold is representing for the people of Soufrière. Okay? And we're going to go ahead and look at the screen as to the achievements on the Harold. And we see the upgrade of the Sulphur Spring Park. 3 additional pools were added to the Sulphur Spring. We also see the construction of the Soufrière Market. Okay, the construction of the Soufrière Market. Okay, we have on screen the upgrade of the Sulphur Springs Park, where 3 additional pools were constructed. The construction of the Soufrière Market. And you see this beautiful structure that is right there down in Soufrière. And also the construction of the town square. Now, we've seen a lot of the Labour Party going ahead and claiming projects to be theirs, and this one was done during the tenure of the Labour Party. But you've realized that the Labour Party never deliver. They do not deliver, and the United Workers' Party government is focused on implementing, and we continue to implement and not to talk alone about the projects that we are doing. We bring the relief to the people. Okay, and this is a beautiful picture of the Soufrière town square. We also have the Soufrière bus terminal. The Soufrière bus terminal being constructed on the watch of the Pal Rep, Honorable Harold Stanislas. Also the Soufrière Beach Park, and that was a project which was stopped under the St. Lucia Labour Party when they came in, and Herod knew that the people down there in Soufriere deserved that beach park, so he went ahead and continued that project rather, and we have a beautiful structure down there for the Soufriere people in the Soufriere Beach Park. Okay, there also the Fort Saint-Jacques playing field rehabilitation. Now that playing field received the rehabilitation that it needed. There was fencing done to that playing field, and the young men and women in that constituency who utilize that playing field is indeed happy that they've gone ahead and rehabilitated that playing field. We also have the Edmund Forest Waterfall Road rehabilitation. We remember that road was not passable, so the rep went ahead and go ahead and provide the relief to the people on the Edmund Forest Waterfall Road rehabilitation. There's also the construction of the upper and lower new development road rehabilitation. And you see a lot of in the constituencies that road rehabilitation is been given the number one choice because of the manner in which the St. Lucia Labour Party left our road network. It was in a state, and we, the United Workers' Party, had to come in and provided the people with what was needed. Okay, there's also the revamping of the Soufriere Carnival. Soufriere Carnival received a revamp last year, and it hurt the people of Soufriere this year that they were not able to go ahead and participate in that festival. But we received a revamp by the Honorable Pal Rep and SRDF in the Soufriere Carnival. Also, we had a rehabilitation of the Fort Saint-Jacques IT Center for the young people. That center was left in a dilapidated state. It was unbelievable to have seen that the PAL rep at the time was not able to provide to the young people the IT center in Fort Saint-Jacques. And under Herod Stanislas, he went ahead and rehabilitated that IT center. Also, feeder roads were built in Fort Saint-Jacques. Also, the Soufriere police station was rehabilitated. Old Trafford, the Belfond Community Center restoration, and a lot of little projects being done by the parliamentary representative for Soufriere, Fort Saint-Jacques, Herod Stanislas. And I want to urge the people, especially the young people of Soufriere and Fort Saint-Jacques and all the surroundings, that this man have continued to work for his people, and given another 5 years, he will do more for the people of Soufriere. And I can attest to that. He's a passionate man. He believes in his people, and he will continue to provide for his people. So when you hear the St. Lucia Labour Party on the other side claiming that, oh, Chasne Pokofanye, Katlane, after 4 years, what have you done, Mr. Prime Minister? Well, if you call this nothing, you ain't seen nothing yet, because we have a lot more to do for the people that voted us in, and we're going to stick to our mandate and provide for the people of St. Lucia. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our first break, and we will be right back with more of Speak On It. Stay tuned to 92.1, 91.1 Hitz FM and UTV channel 124. We will be right back.
Keep talking. Let them talk, keep them talking. Hey.
Is your hurricane emergency kit ready? If you need to evacuate quickly, you will need originals or certified copies of your NIS insurance card, health passport, national ID card, prescriptions, and other important health documents kept safe in waterproof Ziploc bags. Toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, sanitary, and other basic hygiene items. First aid kit, your prescription medications and supplies for chronic conditions. This is especially important for individuals living with chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and cancer. Be ready. Stay ready.
This message brought to you courtesy the Bureau of Health Education of the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
It's hurricane season. Know the BBCs of water safety. Boil or bleach and clean. Boil. Bring water to a rolling boil for at least 5 minutes. Cool and then use immediately or store in a clean container and seal until needed for use. Bleach. If you cannot boil water, use 8 drops of unscented bleach for each gallon of water. Stir and let stand for 30 minutes. Use immediately or store in a clean container and seal until needed for use. Clean. Always clean all containers with bleach and wash out thoroughly before storing water in them.
This message brought to you courtesy the Bureau of Health Education of the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Welcome to the entertainment nation on steroids. UTV and Hitz FM sinking the eyes and the ears of tomorrow today. Not only can you see it, you can feel it. Airing on channel 124 or tune into radio 92.1 FM is Trisha Lionel in the morning at 11. Also airing live with Lisa and the ever controversial Revolution with Christopher Hunt. That's right, we don't do it normal. Stay locked in with UTV and Hitz FM, channel 124 and 92.1 FM. UTV, TV for you.
Keep talking. Let them talk, keep them talking. Hey, we're gonna keep them talking. Got a lot more coming.
Okay, we thank you so much for staying tuned to Hitz FM 92.1 and 91.1 down in the south, and also UTV channel 124. Before we get into the second segment of our show this evening, I want to shout out some regular listeners to our Facebook live feed. Mr. Alvin Charles, good evening to you. Kashina Vidal over there in Dannery, good evening, Sheena. And also to Kason Jean Molwy in Olio, good evening to Kason. And also to my fans down there in Shrewsbury, the Dassies, I want to say good evening to you, and thank you for being tuned in to speak on it. Okay, so last week Thursday, we're going to move to the second segment where we'll speak on the phase 1 of the Viewfort Water Supply Development Project. Now, last week Thursday, we saw the sword turning ceremony to mark the commencement of phase 1 of the Viewfort Water Supply Redevelopment Project. And for years, the residents of Viewfort and surrounding communities have had to endure an inconsistent and unreliable water supply similar to that of Dennery North, which was the handover ceremony was 2 weeks ago. So the same issue that we were having in Dennery North, the people of Viewfort and its surroundings, Labrie, is also having that same issue. So the government of St. Lucia went ahead and provided the went ahead and did the sword turning ceremony for that redevelopment project. And just show the pictures on screen, Asylum. The project scope will include the construction of water production facilities, which will comprise of 2 river intake structures, 2 treatment plants, and 3 new pumping stations. So it will compromise, it will also include the installation of a new HDPE transmission mains, sizes 450, 350, and 300 millimeters. It will also comprise the 3 new storage reservoirs, totaling 403, among several other interventions. And the tendering process for this project was completed on June 11, 2019, with Vinci Construction emerging as the successful bidder. Now, Vinci Construction is the same construction company who worked on the Dennery North Water Development Project, or the Phase 1 and also the Phase 2. And these guys did a fantastic job over there in Dennery North. And I don't expect any less than what they will be providing to the people of Vieux Fort North and South. Okay, and the tendering process, like I said, was Vinci Construction won that tendering process. And during the delivery of this project, the contractor has committed to engaging several subcontractors to create employment for the people down there in the South. So it will not be only one man who will be eating. It will be many who will be eating, and these people will be from the constituencies surrounding. So we want to go ahead and wish them luck. It is just like what happened in the constituency of Dennery North. The same thing will be happening with Vieux Fort, where they will be having many contractors, subcontractors working on the Vieux Fort water redevelopment project. And it did show, I did see signs of young men from Olean, young men from Gadet, young men from Daniel Riviere, Grand Riviere, working on that Dennery North project as subcontractors, and they were able to eat piece of the pie, and not one man, like I said, who will be eating piece of the pie. Okay, so Phase 1 of the project is scheduled to be completed in September of 2021. With Phase 2 to be completed in March of 2020. So we want to thank the government of St. Lucia for going ahead and starting off that project in Vieux Fort. I saw before the sword turning ceremony, before the event, the Honorable Musa, he made a mention that there was a previous opening ceremony for that project. But I just want to reiterate what I said earlier. It's not about talk. We want the work to be done. Implement the work for the people of the country, because it is needed. And we're not about talk, we're about work, because we only know how to work. That's why we're called the United Workers Party. Okay, so congratulations again to the government for going ahead and starting off that project in Vieux Fort North. Also, we saw the development in Lafargue Choiseul. Last week, Tuesday, we also saw the sword turning ceremony for the Lafargue real estate development. Now, this development is the latest addition to the government's land and housing stock. And residents of Choiseul now have the opportunity to get a piece of land and to be part of the quickly emerging development and prestige of the South. So I urge the people of Choiseul to go ahead and apply to invest St. Lucia to own a piece of the land. We all want to own a piece of St. Lucia, a piece of our home. So we urge the people down there in Shrewsbury to go ahead and apply to the different to Invest St. Lucia to go ahead to own a piece of that real estate development. The Lafargue Shrewsbury development joins the likes of Bois Joli, Beauchamp, Choc and Forestier and will be offering 114 lots ranging in size from 4,193 to 26,000 square feet rather. Okay, so we saw 2 sword turning ceremonies happening in the constituency of Shrewsbury, which is the Lafargue development, and also the water project, which is so needed by the constituents of Viewfort, the sword turning ceremony, which happened on Thursday of last week. So the work has commenced, and you'll see the first phase being completed of that water project in September of 2021, and the second phase being completed in March of 2022. So again, we see developments happening in St. Lucia, even though we are under a pandemic. The government continues to press on, implement projects in place so people can continue to be employed and to provide for their family. And this is a government which cares for its people, and we will continue doing just so. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take another break. When we come back, I will be releasing my contribution for the KAISO 2020 right here in St. Lucia. So stay tuned, and you'll be hearing my sweet voice behind the recording. We will be right back with Speak On It. Stay tuned.
Keep talking. Let them talk, keep them talking. Hey, we're gonna keep them talking. Got a lot more coming.
Welcome to the Entertainment Nation on steroids. UTV and Hitz FM, sinking the eyes and the ears of tomorrow today. Not only can you see it, you can feel it. Airing on channel 124 or tune into radio 92.1 FM is Trisha Lionel in the morning at 11. Also airing live with Lisa and the ever controversial Revolution with Christopher Hunt. That's right, we don't do it normal. Stay locked in with UTV and Hitz FM, channel 124 and 92.1 FM. UTV, TV for you. Welcome to the Entertainment Nation on steroids. UTV and Hitz FM, sinking the eyes and the ears of tomorrow today. Not only can you see it, you can feel it. Airing on channel 124 or tune into radio 92.1 FM is Trisha Lionel in the morning at 11. Also airing live with Lisa and the ever controversial Revolution with Christopher Hunt. That's right, we don't do it normal. Stay locked in with UTV and Hitz FM, channel 124 and 92.1 FM. UTV, TV for you.
Vision Express has an amazing young at heart deal on glasses for anyone aged 18 to 38 years old.
A newly arrived selection of frames are all reduced to only $195. Plus, sun sensor lenses, normally $495, are only $150.
Yes, that's a complete pair of glasses with photochromic lenses for only $345.
Plus, there is more.
Buy any frame as a second pair and we will supply the very latest brand new photochromic and blue block lenses absolutely free.
Yes, absolutely free. And there's more.
Enter your name and phone number in the lucky dip and get a chance to win one of the prizes in the grand draw.
Only for 18 to 38 years old. From the 5th to the 15th of August. Definitely a sizzling summer sale deal not to miss.
By appointment only, and please wear a mask. Call 457-7400 to book at any branch at Vision Express or message us on Facebook.
Vision Express, for the young at heart.
That's 457-7400 to get the best summer deals on glasses.
Welcome to the Entertainment Nation on steroids. UTV and Hitz FM sinking the eyes and the ears of tomorrow today. Not only can you see it, you can feel it. Airing on channel 124 or tune into radio 92.1 FM is Trisha Lionel in the morning at 11. Also airing live with Lisa and the ever controversial Revolution with Christopher Hunt. That's right, we don't do it normal. Stay locked in with UTV and Hitz FM, channel 124 and 92.1 FM. UTV, TV for you.
Is your hurricane emergency kit ready? If you need to evacuate quickly, you will need originals or certified copies of your NIS insurance card, health passport, national ID card, prescriptions, and other important health documents kept safe in waterproof Ziploc bags. Toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, sanitary, and other basic hygiene items. First aid kit, your prescription medications and supplies for chronic conditions. This is especially important for individuals living with chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and cancer. Be ready. Stay ready.
This message brought to you courtesy the Bureau of Health Education of the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
It's hurricane season. Know the BBCs of water safety. Boil or bleach and clean. Boil. Bring water to a rolling boil for at least 5 minutes. Cool and then use immediately or store in a clean container and seal until needed for use. Bleach. If you cannot boil water, use 8 drops of unscented bleach for each gallon of water. Stir and let stand for 30 minutes. Use immediately or store in a clean container and seal until needed for use. Clean. Always clean all containers with bleach and wash out thoroughly before storing water in them.
This message brought to you courtesy the Bureau of Health Education of the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
In an effort to ensure patient and first responder safety, the St. Lucia Fire Service has reviewed its patient transfer procedures, especially for patients with respiratory distress. Face masks will be provided. At no time during transportation should the face mask be removed. Please be patient and cooperative during this time to ensure you receive the best possible care while keeping our first responders safe.
Keep talking. Let them talk, keep them talking. Hey, we're gonna keep them talking.
Okay, thank you so much for staying locked on to Speak On It on 92.1 Hitz FM and 91.1 and UTV channel 124. Okay, we are back here again. And before the break, I made mention that I will be releasing my contribution, even though we are Carnival was not held because of COVID, and no Calypso shows were held because of the pandemic. What I did was to go ahead and record my contribution for this year 2020. For those of you who do not know, and for those who do know, I am a Calypsonian. I have been doing this from the tender age of 16 when I attended the Clennon Mason Memorial Secondary School. I represented my school on many occasions at Junior Monarch, and when I left St. Lucia and went to Barbados in my teens, I did not stop. I went ahead and compete with at Junior Monarch in Barbados, where I placed third, and it was a great experience, and I continued on singing Calypso because it is my love. I love Calypso, and I went along and continued in Barbados with the big heads. I've sung with the likes of RPB, Gabby, Mr. Dale, and they've all written for me, as well as our former Calypsonian who's now passed away, the mighty Paley. So I want to go ahead and provide you with my contribution this evening, and I really do hope that you enjoy, and we're going to go ahead and start it. Okay?
Kaiso. At a traffic light the other day, we stop and look up. What did we
Explain.
see three colors, green and yellow, and had me there. Kaiso. At a traffic light the other day, we stop and look up. What did we see? Three colors, green and yellow and red. Immediately it came to me, we could have moved under green free willing, and the yellow to me we could have moved with caution. But the red light had me there. We couldn't go anywhere, so let the yellow light be the best option for me. You see, yellow must go on, Ireland must go on to lead the nation 2021 and beyond. Yellow must go on, Shasney must go on, I say, to lead the whole nation 2021 and beyond. While they talking, we working. Nous qu'a fait ça pour toute cette lycéenne, pour tout le monde. They say it was a calamity, and Alan, he not ready, but
travail. C'est ça nous savent. Is that we know.
It may seem like a lifetime we waiting, but this step had to be taken because of the code of the yellow line. So going forward, we focusing on St. Jude's and the airport rebuilding and economic rehabilitation. By the red light they would swear, but the yellow will take you there. And this is the reason for making my decision. You see, yellow must go on, Ireland must go on to lead the nation 2021 and beyond. Yellow must go on, Shasney must go on, I say, to lead the whole nation 2021 and beyond. You see, yellow must go on, Ireland must go on to lead the nation 2021 and beyond. Yellow must go on, Shasney must go on, I say, to lead the whole nation 2021 and beyond. To lead the whole nation 2021 and beyond.
We will continue to build a new solution. Flavo Katwafai. The journey continues.
To lead the whole nation 2021 and beyond.
Okay, so you have heard my contribution for Calypso 2020 Kaiso, and I know my UWP supporters love it, but in the comments, the Labour Party supporters are going mad. They are mad. And we will continue playing this song. We will open the line. We are not finished. We will open the line. We'll go up until 7:15 and to take your calls and share your contribution this evening on this show. When you call, please be respectful and share your views in an amicable way. Okay, so we'll open the lines. Call us here at 489-4781, 489-4781, and let us speak on it. Okay, so we the song I'm not able to provide you with where it was written or who wrote it rather, but I received the song and I embraced it, and I was more than happy to go ahead and record that song, and it speaks with reference to what is going on in St. Lucia. They say Shasney must go, but Shas ain't going nowhere. He is not going anywhere. He's going to stay and continue to work for the people of St. Lucia, because this is the reason he was elected into government on 6th of June 2016. So he will continue to provide and continue to work, because we only know how to work. Let us take your call at 489-4781, 489-4781. Let's share your views, and we will go ahead and take this phone call. Okay, thank you for calling. Speak on it. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Thank you for calling. Speak on it. Hello. Going once, going twice. Okay, I can't hear you, but if you can give us a call right back here, I will be more than happy to go ahead and have a discourse with you. 489-4781. Okay, we have a call coming in. Good evening. Welcome to Speak on It. Hello? Hello? Good evening. Welcome to Speak on It.
Hi, good evening, Tanisha. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Am I live on your show?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Thank you very much for taking my call.
Mm-hmm.
I have listened to your show a few times. I think this is the third time I've listened to your show.
Okay.
And it appears every time I listen to your show, you are either unaware of data or you deliberately choose to spread information that is inaccurate.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I heard you, you gave incorrect information about St. Lucia's GDP data between 2011 and 2016. And tonight, I heard you speak about unemployment data, which is also incorrect, and I do not know why you choose to do that. But before I give you the actual information, which is not very difficult to source, there are multiple sources, credible sources.
Sir, the information on as relates to the GDP growth of St. Lucia, that information that I received was provided from the economic review that was provided by the Ministry of Finance. So I'm not sure as to what other information that you have. And that is the information provided by our own people in the Ministry of Finance.
Speaking about unemployment data tonight, can I go ahead?
Yes, go ahead.
Good. You said that when the Labour Party left office, unemployment, the national unemployment data suggested that unemployment was at 25%.
And that is a fact? That is correct?
That is not true, Tanisha. That is not true. Let me give you the data.
Mm-hmm.
In 2016, the data for unemployment stood at 21.26%, and it had moved down by 2.83 percentage points from 2015. So in 2015 or so, the unemployment data would have been somewhere at about 23, going on 24%. Okay?
It was 24 point something, so you average
You said,
to 25%, sir.
You said when UWP came in, unemployment was at 25%, and I'm pointing to you that is not the case.
It was
not the case.
Okay, the number that you provided, sir. Let me say, the number that you provided is nowhere less than what I said.
You said 25%. I am telling you that in 2015, unemployment was.
Sir, it was 24 point something percent when you.
To you in 2016 when the UWP came in, unemployment had dropped by then already to 21.26%.
That is not. So where did you find that information? We have no information on that.
What is the data that you have in 2016?
That unemployment was 24 point something, which is
in 2016 unemployment at the end of 2016 could have never been 24%.
How could it not have been, sir?
In 2017, unemployment in St. Lucia was 21.07%. It only dropped by 0.19%. And in 2018, it moved a little lower to 20.88, and in 2019, 20.71.
The fact of the matter remains. The fact of the matter remains that when the St. Lucia Labour Party during its tenure, they were not able to go ahead and reduce the unemployment rate of St. Lucia.
Are you saying to me that the unemployment drop in 2016 was a result of UWP?
Who was in power in 2016? Part of the St. Lucia Labour Party. The St. Lucia Labour Party was in power for the first few months of 2016.
No, but I'm saying to you that what initiatives, what was UWP, had UWP done in 2016?
So in 2015, in 2015, the St. Lucia Labour Party had no.
The reason why unemployment dropped by 2.83% in 2016 because of the construction of the Royalton Hotel and the Harbour Club and other private sector initiatives. Unlike the UWP, who promised us with this horse racing thing in DSH, in the last 3 years, we have not been able to remove unemployment lower than 1% in St. Lucia. the biggest drop in unemployment we have seen in St. Lucia actually was recorded in 2016. And that is the direct result of the construction of the Royalton Hotel and the Harbour Club Hotel. So, Kadisha, I just want to give you some advice before I go very quickly.
No, sir, I will not be taking any advices from you. I'm sorry. Okay, you made your point, and the fact of the matter remains that the St. Lucia Labour Party was not able to decrease the unemployment rate during their tenure, and it had to take the United Workers' Party to come in and do that. Right now, unemployment before the COVID was at 20% under the United Workers' Party, and you find it is a fact that whenever the United Workers' Party is in power, St. Lucia does better, and that is a fact. Okay? The numbers do not lie. We cannot argue the facts. We can never argue the facts. The numbers do not lie. Okay? So I want to thank you for calling in, caller, and giving your contribution. We're going to take another call.
You do not know anything about facts.
Okay, thank you for calling. Speak on it. Welcome to the show this evening.
Good evening, Tanisha.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm calling overseas again. Don't listen to SLPs. He come up his own. He got his own figures. They're a bunch of losers. The fact is that nobody will let you no money. The fact is that unemployment is 25%. Okay? They're done. They're children of. They are tribe of Satan. That's what they are. Don't let them come and dictate your show. Don't let them dictate you. They're bullies. Hang up in the airs. Okay? Don't take the nonsense of them. No nonsense.
Well, what I will not do is to hang up in the airs. I will give everyone a chance to make the contribution. Once they are not disrespectful, everyone is allowed to make the contribution.
Don't let them dictate you. Don't let them dictate you.
Not at all, sir.
They're finished. They're vexed because they cannot get back to the cookie jar.
That is correct.
That's all they have their eyes on the cookie jar.
Yeah.
SFP is a bunch of losers. Kenyanti and Philip and those guys, tell them to deal with the hospitals. Don't to deal with St. Jude. That's the catastrophe that they tell Shas to open. Okay? And they haven't answered about that yet. Okay? They have to apologize to the nation. Tell the Shas open St. Jude, open St. Jude, open St. Jude. Get to find out St. Jude is a death trap. A death trap.
That is correct.
And they want to put the blood on the Shasta's hand. Okay? All they know about is Cabaways and Cabaways. And they got the people living in Cabaways and they live in the kings on top of the hill because they just in the hand the cookie jar. Okay? Don't let it dictate to you.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for so much for calling and speaking on it. You can continue calling us here on 489-4781 and make your contribution on the show this evening. I will be more than happy to speak with you and on any issue that is going on in the country as of this moment. Okay, we have a call coming in. Good morning, rather good evening. Thank you for calling. Speak on it.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Good night, Ganesha.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I just want to commend you and what's his name again? Norbert.
Nobby, okay.
I want to commend the two of you for the job that you all are doing. You know, and you know what I like about it? You come on Monday, and then Norbert comes on a Tuesday. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And I like the job you all doing. I just want to encourage you all to keep it up. Because every time you all come, every time you come on a Monday, and Norbert come on a Tuesday, it's one more nail in Alan Chasney's coffin, and I want to really recommend to commend you all for the job you all are doing. Just keep it up, my girl, okay?
And that is your prerogative, sir. The St. Lucia Labour Party always believe that they're going to win the next election, and last election they didn't see what was coming for them, and they never see what is coming for them. And before you go ahead and nail a coffin in Alan's, a nail in Alan's coffin, you must be careful how you speak, because you never know what will happen to you or your family. Okay? So we will continue, Norbert and I will continue to provide the nation with the information. That's the problem. All the time they were making all allegations about the United Workers' Party. There was no one to debunk the facts. Now that Kanisha Flavia is here on a Monday and Norbert is doing his thing on a Tuesday, they have an issue with it. I won't, like the man said, I won't let anyone dictate me. No one whatsoever. I will continue to do what I'm supposed to be. I cannot be stopped, and I will not be stopped. Let's continue taking new calls. 489-4781. We have a call coming in from Barbados. Good evening. Thank you for calling. Speak on it.
Hi, good evening. I have two...
Can you speak a little loud? I can hardly hear you.
Okay, so hi, good evening. I have a question for you.
Okay.
So, recently you traveled overseas to represent the youth. Can you tell your viewers what you have done to impact the youth for better with the knowledge that you gained? And two, how and what qualifies you to get a contract to build roads?
What qualifies me to get a contract to build roads? Hello? Okay, she made mention of my recent, it was not recent, but 2 years ago, I made a trip to Russia at a youth conference over for 20,000 young people around the country, the world rather. And she wanted to know what have I done to impact the people the young people of my constituency. I am a community activist. I take initiatives and I bring it out there to the people and provide them with whatever that is needed at the time. I am a councillor on the Dennery North Constituency Council, and I play my part in community development and community work. I did not get the last question, so hopefully she will call back in another time. Okay, we have another call coming in. Thank you for calling. Speak on it. Good evening. Hello, thank you for calling. Speak on it. Good evening.
Well, good evening, madam.
Good evening, sir.
I have been listening to your program. It is very interesting. But what I noticed, because let me tell you, see, when I speak, I don't care who vexes. But what I noticed, the Labour Party has a calling to create a whole set of confusion. Either listening, you talking to the man don't want people to hear what you saying.
Right.
But he coming in for a whole bunch of crap and just holding up the line, people not hearing what you're saying, and people just have to listen to the nonsense that he's giving you figures, you giving him figures. He don't want people to hear what you're saying. But people should listen to him. Man, let me tell you something. Call another radio station for you to talk your nonsense and allow people to hear facts. Okay? Start from my first elsewhere. Madam, you're doing a great job. Continue doing what you're doing. When you see the hacks are trying to hold the line for people not to hear what you're saying, just cut them off. Because there are other places that they can call. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling and speak on it. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to take a few more calls, at least 2 more calls, and we will end tonight's program. Call us here at 489-4781. 489-4781. Give us a call here this evening. Okay, and that is the modus operandi of the St. Lucia Labour Party. They always believe that whenever you don't support them, that they want to call you illiterate and they want to call you all sorts of names. Like I stated last week on this show, we cannot support the same party. We cannot support the same party. If it was so, then St. Lucia would not be in a democracy. we will not be able to go ahead and exercise our rights like we want to. Okay, so we need to continue respecting people's political persuasions, sexual persuasions, and to carry on in life. And like I have said, I will not be moved, I will not be fazed by anything that is done or said about Kanisha Flavia. I will continue to press on. Again, one stop will never stop and can't stop. We're taking this call. Okay, thank you for calling. Welcome to Speak On It.
Kanisha, speak again. Kanisha,
Okay, make it quick. We want to give somebody else a chance to speak.
Okay. Nobody will not let the SFP any money. Nobody will not let the SFP any money. The lending agencies told them to get the house in order. They couldn't do that.
That's correct.
Would have been 50% today.
And that is a fact.
Would have been 50% today. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you for calling. Okay, you can give us a call here again at 489-4781, 489-4781, and let's continue to speak on it. Speak on whatever is going on in the country, speak on the achievements by the different PAL reps in the constituencies, and whatever it is that is on your mind, you can go ahead and call in at 489-4781. The last positive COVID test that we had in the country, I read the good news today that the 80-year-old man, or senior citizen rather, he's out of ICU and he's doing much better than he was doing. And we want to thank the Lord, because the man has a lot of different ailments and diabetes, and he just had surgery. And to go through that ordeal of having COVID-19, which has killed almost 3 million, or rather more than 3 million people in the world, I mean, it is a great thing to get out of ICU, and is doing much better. So we want to continue praying for this senior citizen and hope that everything works out well for him. Okay, so we're going to continue taking your calls here on Hitz FM 92.1 and 91.1 and UTV channel 124. The number to call 489-4781. 489-4781. Let's give us a call and let's speak on it. Okay. I did not make mention that after I left Barbados in 2009, I came back to St. Lucia in 2009, and I came right back into my Calypso. So Calypso has been my love, my joy. I love the camaraderie with everything's going on in the tents, with 10 Pines, and it has always been a great exposure for having this festival. Okay, we have a call coming in. Let's take that call. Good evening. Thank you for calling. Speak on it.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Is this Speak On It?
Yes, it is. Thank you for calling.
Yes. Kanisha?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
And how are you this evening?
I am doing great. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm fine. It's your yellow dress. You look beautiful.
Well, actually, it's not a yellow dress. It's a lime green, but I guess the it turns out to be yellow via television.
Okay.
It's a lime green.
Anyway, I just called you to tell you, keep up the good work. And
Thank you.
do not let the naysayers take away your joy, my dear.
Thank
You're
you.
doing a very good job. You understand? And the gentleman who called a while ago wants to call.
Okay, we lost that call. I really wanted to know what constituency she was calling on, and to give us an update as to what she sees happening in her constituency. But you can always give us a call back. We're going until 7:30 this evening. Give us a call back on Hitz FM 489 4781 and let's speak on it. It has been a great time since we've been here on this show. Okay, we have a call coming in. Good evening. Thank you for calling. Speak on it. Hello.
Yes. Hi. Good night. Hello.
Can
Hi.
you lower your volume, the volume of your radio, ma'am? I'm hearing a feedback.
Oh, sure. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me better?
Yes. Much
Yes.
better.
Yeah. I'm just calling to give my quick take on this. Yes.
Pardon
I just believe that we need a fresh start. I mean, at least somebody new to give them a chance, at least to do something better for the country. That's my take on this, because I think it has been a real tough line between both parties. And I have not seen much of a great change within both of them when I look at it. So I just, that's all.
Okay,
That's
can you repeat that? I could hardly hear what you were saying.
Pardon me?
Can you repeat that? I could hardly hear what you were saying.
I said I just believe we need a fresh start because this has been a tough fight between both parties. So I think somebody else deserves another chance. I mean, a chance actually, so that we can better our country because it has been such a great fight. So I think there should just be a change. That's all.
Okay.
Yes,
do you
very much.
have any suggestions?
Not at the moment, but this is just what I feel at the moment. So I just called to let you know how I feel, just to express.
Okay. Well, thank you so
Yes,
much
thank you very
for
much.
your views and thanks for calling. Speak on it. Have a good evening.
Pardon me?
I said have a good evening.
All right. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Okay.
all right.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for calling. Speak on it. Welcome.
Hi, good night.
Good evening.
Calling in from Matnick, showing you love.
Oh, I feel
You
love.
already know
Thank
who
you
it
so
is.
much.
And calling to say I'm glad I called before Lynthia and Minnie. And good job. I've been battling to get on the show, for the past 2 weeks. Every Monday because I've been so busy, but I finally had the chance to be on live. You're doing a good job. Don't worry about what anybody says. You got our full support.
Thank you so
Love
much.
you,
Did you
Lord.
get to listen to the Calypso?
Oh yes.
Do you love
yes.
it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, it will be shared via social media later on this evening. And I'm sure that the people will welcome and receive it. I've been getting great feedback about it, and I am indeed happy about it. So thank you so much for calling in from Matnick. I love you. Thank you for showing the love, and let's continue to speak on it.
No problem.
Have a good
Bye-bye,
evening.
darling. You too.
Thank you. Okay, so we have listeners all over the world listening to us. I want to say good evening to my mom over in Barbados, my mom, my aunts, and my uncle. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. And also to my significant other who takes the trip with me every Monday. I want to say thank you for always being there, for supporting me. I love you. It cannot go any other way. Okay, we have one other call coming in. Thank you for calling. Speak on it. Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. I just need to ask about what the horses. What's happened to them?
What happened to the horses?
Yeah, where are they?
Well, they are receiving care at the horse racing track, but we can't have any activities because we're in a pandemic. I would hope you would understand that.
Oh, it's not a matter of understanding. I just want to know where they are.
They're there. I'm hoping that we are out of COVID by December, so at least we could have a race, especially on National Day.
Okay, and how many races are you expected to have per year?
Well, the St. Lucia Turf Club is who go ahead and provide that information. You can follow them on their Facebook page, St. Lucia Turf Club, and they always provide the dates of the races and all other information that you may need. They are very informative.
And is it true that the horses are in air-conditioned stables?
No, ma'am, that is not true.
It's not.
No, I work down in Vieux-Fort, and sometimes I take the time to go out there, and that is not factual information.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome. Have a good evening.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so you have different information, different misinformation being spread out by the people on the other side, and we've had that for a number of years, and it's getting very, very tired. St. Lucians are tired about it, and it needs to stop. And I think the results of the next election is going to put a stop to it. They made mention that the nurses will be fired from their jobs if they were to move from VH to OKEU, and it's just a lot of misinformation being spread out there by the St. Lucia Labour Party. So we just want to move ahead from that misinformation and continue to work for the people. We'll take our last call this evening. Thank you so much for calling. Speak on it. You're our last call. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Yes,
hello.
Good evening.
I'm calling from the Republic. I am calling from the Republic of Sunbelt. I just want to big up all your massive, steadily massive.
Okay.
Big up SLP, big up UWP. Large up. Bye-bye. Good enough for me.
Okay, thank you so much for calling in. Calling in from Sunbelt. I think that is Castries North. Thank you so much for going ahead and calling us here and speak on it. We have come to the end of our 5th episode of Speak On It this evening. I want to invite you to go ahead and listen to the Calypso again, which will be the last thing this evening on Speak On It, and then we will see you back here again next week, Monday, same place, same time. Hitz FM 92.1 and 91.1 and UTV channel 124, so we can speak on it a lot more. Thank you so much for viewing. I am your host, Kanisha Flavia. It was a pleasure being in the company of you guys this evening, and we look forward to seeing you again next week, Monday. God bless, stay safe, and continue to work for St. Lucia. Thank you.
Kaiso? At a traffic light the other day, we stop and look up. What did we see? 3 colors, green, yellow, and red. Immediately it came to me, we could have moved under green free willy, and the yellow, to me we could have moved with caution. But the red light had we there.
travail. C'est ça nous savent. Is that we know.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of our reduced prices and advertise on Hitz FM through our specially designed packages. Give us a call today at 729-4984. Hitz FM.